Hello everyone, I am Tacet, and today is Gems of War Guild Wars Week 56, Day 6, and we are going to be messing around with the new Quillin troop on Yellow Guild War Day. We can get away with Divine Ishbala plus Quillin, so figured we'd try it. I was hoping we could do this earlier on in the week while Quillin was still a little bit more relevant, but unfortunately Yellow Day was all the way on the final possible day of the Guild War week, so it kind of felt a little bit bad for that. But still, nonetheless, he is still in the drop table for like 5 hours, 46 more minutes. If you want to go and catch him off of event keys, you would still be able to go and do so. Okay, apparently the stream was just unlisted. I hate when YouTube ends up switching that for no reason. So now the stream will be live. No, actually, technically it's been live the entire time for people watching after the fact. But for anyone watching normally, why does YouTube have to do that? It just does that so randomly too. But anyways, now that that's there, I guess I'll wait a little bit since it probably didn't send out the notification until just now. But yeah, it's a slight fail. But of course, we're going to be going over the new troops real quick. Might as well just kill a few seconds while we're just waiting for people to roll in, since it just did the delay. Yeah, sorry, we were unlisted at the start of the stream. Slight fail there. But we're back now. I hate when it does that, when YouTube randomly does that. But anyways, let's go over the new stuff. Where's the window show for that? So, we got 2 new dinosaurs coming in tomorrow, both of which are okay. More so the other one than this thing, but they're both interesting enough that they could be viable. So, this thing, it deals damage to an enemy. If they are a tower, it does the standard amount of increased damage to towers. There's a 30% chance at extra turns, and then also a different 30% chance roll that it ends up gaining all of its mana back. So that's kind of interesting. It's really random, but it could potentially extra turn into all of its mana back into a gigantic hit onto towers. So that has a lot of potential. Will be particularly good this week. Unfortunately, it is so random what it will or will not do on a given cast. It could just be a normal cast that just does a bunch of damage to towers, or it could be an extra turn on top of that, or it could be mana, or it could be both, or neither, or anything in between. But other than that, he's still going to be pretty good. He does have skull reduction, which is particularly relevant for invasions, because normally the invasion troop is put in first slot since it has extra damage to towers. And once you reach the later towers, all 4 of the battles, or all 4 of the enemies are towers. Become enraged whenever it gets a kill. Not only does that do even more damage to towers, but it allows you to hit through that 75% skull reduction that one tower has, that brown-blue. And is just overall going to be insanely good for invasions, and decent enough that it could possibly even be used outside of invasions, which is kind of interesting, as most of the raid and invasion troops are not quite capable of doing that. But anyways, as far as the other troop, it is a really good early to mid-game troop. Might even start replacing some of the stuff that exists at that area. But it deals damage to the first and last enemies, and then deals double damage to a random enemy. Assuming this hits a 3rd target, that is insanely good. If it was just referring to a random enemy as in either the first or last that it ends up hitting, then it's not going to be as good. But if that's 2 hits on front and back and then another random one that does double, that is quite a bit of overall damage that's going to be doing. It's kind of like a better version of, oh, what's that one cannon called? There's a cannon from Blackhawk, I forget what its name, it's also a brown troop, that hits 3 enemies. That's basically this, except this is stronger, essentially. But yeah, it's going to be pretty nice. It's also going to be insanely good if it's like a Knight Coronet, in that all of the hits can hit 1 target when there's only 1 left, meaning it could theoretically triple hit if that's the case. I will test that out when we go do the video, just so I know before I mention anything on it tomorrow. But I won't really know until tomorrow if it'll do like 2 hits or 3 hits, or if there's only 1 target left, if it'll do all 3 hits, or if it'll only do 2 to it. But we'll find that info soon. But if it does do a triple hit, that's a lot of damage for how low its mana cost is. Other than that, it does have Bloodlust, so it does gain Enrage every single time you get a kill, and it does have Swift, so you get this cast pretty quickly to just start putting down a lot of damage. That should start it off with, I believe, 7 mana. I don't think it rounds up to 8. I'm pretty sure it's 7. I'm not actually fully certain on which way it rounds on 11. But it's either going to be 7 or 8 mana start. 8 would definitely be really good. 7 would still be okay, but you'd have to put a +1 on it in order to make it work. And also, we're getting a weapon. Unfortunately, this is going to be one of those like old dead content weapons that are going to come and go. But it has a okay typing. It's for monsters, ends up creating green and brown. There are a lot of decent monsters, but there's no particular kingdom that has a concentrated amount of monsters that it would work well with. But that brown gem spawn in particular is going to be probably pretty good, because from what I recall, Monsters do use brown the best. Not just sure about green, but definitely brown. There's a lot of them that utilize that color. So we'll see exactly how this pans out. It's just like another Divine Protector, essentially, except this time for monsters. So we'll just have to test around, see what we could use, see what kind of teams will work with it, given that it's red-blue, and go from there. And there's one other change that we have here, and that is the backup talent. This is a nerf to Archer, Assassin, and why do I feel like one other hero class has it? Duh, Thief. Archer, Assassin, and Thief are ever so slightly nerfed as of tomorrow. Their thing that summons a 50% chance to summon a bandit is now being reduced down to 35%, as you can see right there. So no longer will you be able to just infinite bandits off the 50%. It's still going to be pretty high, 35% still really nice, but no longer will you just have like the infinite bandit tank. It's just going to be 15% reduced, so it's not going to be as common. Basically 1/3 instead of 1/2, essentially. So yeah, there's going to be a interesting nerf to that. It's going to be good for the most part because that's a pretty annoying trait. You could always stun it, but because none of the ones that have it could be stunned, or all of them that have it could be stunned. But more often than not, you wouldn't bother using a stun on it. The only odd thing that this actually nerfs, which is kind of funny if it's kill things in PvP for 750 kills, it actually makes it slightly harder to do that. It's still really easy, but a lot of people would like run the 50% trait in those battles, making that week even easier to go get a bunch of kills. But still, even at 35%, that's still going to be an insanely good trait. It's more so always been used more of a troll trait than anything, though. But underneath where it is on most trees, there's normally not another option. So most people normally opt for this trait, which is why it tends to be so annoying. But yeah, it's down to 35% now. Pretty nice change. That's the only thing balance-wise that they end up changing. They really need to do more balance adjustments like that. But at least we got one. Anyways, that's that. Let's go do Guild Wars now. Also, hello, everyone! Let's see. Where'd it go? Hello, William. Hello, Overfiend. Hello, Zach. Hello, Vincent. Hello, Demon Angel. Hello, Mr. Jesse. Hello, Kevin. Hello, Daryl. And Daryl's wife. Hello, Skeleton. Hello, Mehmet. Hello, Ryan. Hello, Demon Angel. Hello, Maddie. Hello, Danny. Hello, Wizzo. Hello, William. I think I'm repeating something. Let's see. Hello, Pitpap. You've been grinding off and on all day, and you got 4 Vault Keys. So far, I only got 1 today. I did open it out of instinct, and it didn't really have anything too good. It just had a green orb and a few scraps. I'll probably go open one up on stream just because I accidentally opened it earlier. But yeah, I still need 2 more if I want to reach my goal of 10 this weekend. We might stream in just until we get 2 Vault Keys. I'm not certain on that, but I think we're going to try. As long as it doesn't go over like 2 hours, I think we're going to attempt it. I don't know, we'll see. Maybe we'll just go for the normal time. But I want to get at least 1 more Vault Key, if nothing else. But anyways. Probably the new class will be classified as Urska. Yes, it's a Urskea Urska is the new hero class. Urskea Urska. It's coming out this Friday. Hello, Medieval. Hello, Lone Wolf. Hello, Motown. Hello, PlayerDaniels. Hello, Pamela. 10 Vault Keys so far, 50 Event Keys. Very nice. Hello, Jamie. Hello, Lee. And hello, Siplam. Anyways, let me go minimize this so it's not blocking everything. And Guild Wars. Let's get into this. So, this is not the team I'm going to be using. We are going to be going for something a little odd, but I think it'll work. So we're going to go and move Infernus down, put Quillin right there, and then, let's see, what are the other 2 changes? We need to go change the Dragon Guard, and I think we might need to change our weapon. I'm actually not certain. We can't run Mountain Crusher because it's yellow Guild War Day. What other options do we have? I feel like Flameifer is just going to be the best. We're probably going to have to change our banner. Though then again, no, yeah, we definitely need to change it. But, no, I don't need to rename the team. What I do need to do is check weapons. Why is none showing? Oh, because I have Quillin. Let's see, we need really just anything yellow. Like a yellow, blue. Oh, no, we can't put Dawnbringer there, unfortunately. It has to be a mana generating weapon, whatever we end up choosing as our weapon. What colors do we not use? So we have this. Oh, Rope Dart. That doesn't really mana generate, though. But it does work really good with Skull Spam teams. Oh, that is so tempting. Wait, do we not have anything to convert out blue? We do not. Okay, Rope Dart it is. Okay, I barely ever use Rope Dart. It's one of those really good weapons that I feel like I never touch, but it's actually insanely good. We could also go with this thing. Destroy a column. For every yellow gem destroyed, create 4 red. This would also be a really good option. Unfortunately, these are both old event weapons. But technically, both of these two weapons would actually work pretty well here. I'm not sure which one I actually want to go for, though. Let's see, what were the other side effects of Rope Dart other than extra turn? Oh no, destroys 3 random reds. Oh, but it does entangle first enemy, which helps with anti-skull spam in case they get it back. But you know what, I'm actually going to go with Sky Hero here. Haven't used that thing in ages. It's actually a really good weapon, particularly when synergized with the Moneylender, though you don't have to use it with Moneylender. But anyways, let's go change our banner. The only color we're not using now is brown and green, so we're still missing 2 colors. But brown we convert out, and green we convert out, so it should be fine. But we do need to go find a minus banner that works for that. I believe there's a minus green that gives yellow. Isn't that it right there? No, that was a different one. There it is. That's exactly what we need. +2 yellow, +1 red. Actually, is that exactly what we need? Not really. Well, I guess it gets us this weapon a little bit quicker. Yeah, that should be fine. Because once we get the Varnish Bala going with it, it'll just keep going. So we're going to try this, see what happens, see if it fails. I feel bad that we're blocking yellow, though, but there's really no way to not block yellow unless we put Quillin in first slot, and he does not have skull mitigation. So that wouldn't quite work out. Let me just double check that I have his perks set up correctly. So let's click on class, skills, or actually that's not where it is, talent tree. Extra attack, that does work in Guild Wars because Guild Wars does count as PvP. Immune to burning, that's fine. Barrier at start of battle, that's perfect. 20% extra damage, that's good. 2 to all stats when in first slot, that's where it's going to be. Gain extra red mana. Or Dispel, we might need Dispel in certain instances. And triple skull damage, which is the whole reason why we're even using it. Triple to burning. Okay, let's see what we're up against. Do we need Dispel? We kind of do. I don't know, which one do we want more? +1 red or Dispel for Dawnbringer? I guess since we're running skull spam, we don't actually need Dispel. So we'll go with this. Anyways, oh no, we're up against Gorgotha. I think it's still going to be fine. It's probably a bad idea to try running skull spam against it. But let's just go give it a shot, see what happens. Okay, so right off the bat, purple to red, do we need you? Yes, we get a skull out of it too. Not like it does much, it's Gorgotha. Once we get skull spam going, it's going to be fine. So he goes and pops our barrier there. We'll go for yellow to purple. That should give us all the manas we need. Oh, never mind. It's being blocked by yellow. Let's see. We could take a red. We could just throw a Divinish Bala too. Do we have alignment? No, we do not. We get a lot out of it. But one of those things is not an extra turn. So let's take that for now. No extra turn off the top. But that should be everything we need to get rolling now. Just need to see if we have alignment for anything, which of course we do not. Why would we? Okay. So I guess we just hit a bunch of yellows and that should give us alignment. So we'll do that. Get that column down. Get our extra turn. That will feed Infernus to full. Already got all of our burns and everything. And now we should have something to use. So we'll do that. Boom. Do this. Boom. Even against something like Gorgotha, it's barely even going to matter. Let's see. We have several options. We do use blue now, which is nice. We're going to have a lot of yellows that we could create reds out of to go try getting those reds back onto the board whenever we need it. Gorgotha will die on our next turn. Let's see. Where's the most yellows? We have 4 over there. 3, 3. Do we have a 5 anywheres? I would kind of think that we would. I guess I'll just grab an extra turn instead. So we'll grab that. Double check for alignment. Don't have it. I should probably just create a bunch of reds already. We can get a bunch of them right there if we go for it. We could also just go for Infernus. Too bad there's... Oh! I was going to say, too bad there's not a column that does 8 damage. Most we could do is 7 off of that column right there. But we'll do this for a bunch of red. That should be an extra turn. And it is. Doesn't actually give us mana, but it gives us the alignment we need, hopefully. Yes, it does. You do purple or red, right? Yeah, perfect. So we'll do that. Get our hit down there. Divinish Bala to the full. Throw that down. Even with 65% reduction, he still dies in one single hit. And, you know what? This might be my new Guild War team. I think I might max Quillin. I was hesitating on if I was or was not going to do it. But, I don't know. If this is our new Guild War team, I think I'm going to keep Quillin. Or I'm going to upgrade Quillin, I mean. How do we not have alignment on this board? Do we still go for it? How much damage do we need? Well, let me take that first. And yeah, that's more than enough. All we need is 1 skull. So we'll just do... actually, let me just cast Infernus so we get some mana. And there we go. I keep forgetting we even have Infernus there. I'm just using him for his burn more so than anything. Okay. So, you know what? I guess we will go get Quillin. So here's the question now. Do we use 1 small blue orb on Quillin? Or do we throw like 500 event keys at him? Normally it makes sense to throw an orb, but we do have like 1,700 something event keys. But, it's not going to be needed for any upgrades, so I think the game plan here is I will throw a blue orb, but then when we need event keys in the future, or the next time the event comes around, I'll throw event keys, I mean. But I think that's what I'm going to go with. Smaller blue for now, throw event keys for the next time the event rolls around for him. But, yeah, I think we're going to max our Quillin. It took all week to decide on this, but I think I am going to go for it. We have 2 copies as well in case we ever use a team with 2 of them. Highly doubt that will ever be a meta, but just in case it ever is. And we'll just throw the 1 orb on him to get him to Mythic. And we'll throw the little green as well, just so we don't even need to spend any souls. And all we get for it is a bunch of attack, armor, and HP. But in Guild Wars, every single stat counts, so it's still helpful, especially if he's going to be our 2nd slot. But there we go. Okay, so verdict is we will keep Quillin. That's actually pretty decent for Guild Wars. So, yeah, we'll see how it goes. We do have some annoying teams like Dragon's Eye. Hopefully that doesn't troll us, but we do use Brown pretty well, so hopefully it won't. We're probably going to fail immediately already. But that's just because it's Dragon's Eye. I can't really do much against that. Almost every team fails against that. Let's see. Or at least eventually, anyways. So, Skull to blue seems to be the verdict here. Oh, no, never mind. I gotta take green. I can't let him take an extra turn there. Even though I don't use the color at all, I have to stop him from grabbing it. So we do that so he gets literally nothing. So that works out. What do we take now? We got a brown, we got a skull, we got a... I don't want to have to take that skull, but he has an... Oh, then again, he has enrage. He's going to waste his enrage on our barrier right now. So you know what? I actually can let him have a skull. I was just hoping we could get something out of a cascade. Just taking a single color isn't really going to get us that far. I guess maybe we could take a purple-blue and maybe cascade a brown. Didn't get it. And he just grabs it. Oh, no! He has Dragon's Eye. What's the least threatening thing that could hit? Probably... Furnace. I'm not even sure at this point. We'll find out. Oh, he didn't go for it. We could win. We can 1-turn win right now. If we get super, super lucky. Oh, we might be able to win right now. Or at least kill up to Dragon's Eye, if not necessarily win. Let's see. Take that down first, so the other skulls go right... No! This is supposed to be nerfed. Oh yeah, duh, it's not nerfed yet. It's not nerfed till tomorrow. But yes, this thing is what's being nerfed tomorrow, if any of you were wondering. I talked about it, but didn't actually show it. But backup trait, which has a 50% chance to summon a bandit, that's being reduced to 35%. So we won't have to keep dealing with infinite bandits. And you know what? That bandit, I think, just stopped us from winning this. No! But yeah, that's what they're nerfing. That is exactly what they're nerfing tomorrow. Unfortunately, it's still another 5 hours till it gets nerfed, so it won't count for this Guild War battle. Fail. Anyways, is there a triple yellow anywhere? Doesn't even matter where it is, as long as there's a triple. Unfortunately, there's not a single triple, so I guess we take it all the way to the left, just to make the board a bit smaller and hopefully land it out of pure luck. Nope. 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 Well, there goes Quillin, team. Aw, dude, are we really about to lose to Bandit Summon? Right before it gets nerfed? Well, at least we got to see it, how annoying it is one last time before it gets nerfed. It's still going to be annoying after it gets nerfed, too, just a lot less annoying. Well, we got Bless. That's not really going to help us much. Let's see. Oh, that Bless was actually from the Quillin that we don't have anymore. Oh, wouldn't that be funny? Oh, never mind. I was going to say, wouldn't that be funny if this changes into Quillin? I keep forgetting. Quillin isn't actually a dragon, even though it looks like one. Only reason we're specifically using Dragon Guard is because of triple skull damage to burning. You could also use Warlord Hero Class. I actually just don't have Warlord Hero Class max, so I'm just using this. It's also tankier because it starts with Barrier and has 40% skull reduction. It's a safer option, even though Warlord does technically do slightly more damage. What do we need here? I guess we just use the Baby Dragon now and just hope for a better board on next turn. Oh no! Why? Baby Dragon to Dragon Eggs. That is not useful whatsoever for us. I guess we'll just go use this here, try getting the reds for Infernus at this point. You know what? Let me actually go grab purple first. Him hitting us with Bandit does basically nothing. So we'll go use this. It should give us Divine Ishbala alignment. Actually, I don't even need to wait. We just do that now because we have it on yellow. No! That's a third bandit. Apparently, before they're nerfing it at 35%, they buffed it to 100%. Okay, we'll go take that over. We'll go grab another yellow. Did he just revive again? Are we just going to have a fight of 100% bandit summon? Yeah. Is anyone keeping track? Is that 7 summons? And this is why they're nerfing it. I lost track. Can anyone go back and count how many times he's resummoned? 6, thank you. Yeah, it's at least 6. It's either 6 or 7. So 6 sounds right. Wow then. Well then. If we lose to Infinite Summon, that's going to be so sad. right before it gets nerfed. Let's see, what do we grab here? We'll get all that, try into reds. We should be fine, though. Maybe. Possibly. Nope. Oh, no! Megavore just got us with an 8%. Oh, that hurts. What do we do here? Dragon Egg, go! That better be the best dragon in the game, like Worldbreaker or something. As long as he doesn't summon again, we should be okay. There we go! Except he can still do it one more time when his hero dies. Or if we somehow kill Megavore before we kill him. I will grab that so both of them get full mana. Oh, don't hit okay, good. Well, we got 2 baby dragons and Divine Ishbala. And I can't really use much of it right now. Actually, I can't really use any of it right now. We'll just take the brown off the top. Wait until something... No! Okay. Well, that's going to be really bad. Gotta win with 2 baby dragons. It's possible, though. Especially if we get, like, Worldbreaker or something. Oh, okay, good. No! Not good. Okay, the last dragon to win it all. What will it be? This has to be Worldbreaker to even have a chance. Worldbreaker, Dragon Soul, Dragonian Monk. That's not gonna win it. That's not gonna do it. It does have triple damage when they're freezing, but that has Impervious, and that's not really gonna help much with his hero. Okay, let's go and grab... it's not even Dragon's Eye that really did this. It was 50% Bandit that actually won this battle, oddly enough. Oh, and then Megavore for the second instant kill. Okay, that one was just pure luck that we lost. That doesn't count. Out of every battle we've lost this entire week, that was the only one that was not my fault. Okay, but yes. That is case in point as to why 50% Bandit is being nerfed. Finally. So that's nice. So that's probably the last time we'll ever have to deal with that ever again. It still could technically happen, but it's a lot less likely to happen at 35% than it is at 50%. He better not devour us. With our luck right now, he probably will. It's 40% chance. Yep. We just don't have good luck right now. This entire weekend has been pretty unlucky for the most part, though. But particularly right now, that is not good. What do we do about this? Getting devoured immediately off of Cabarrus reminds me when this team used to be meta. This team that he was just using with double Cabarrus instead of whatever he had in first slot, at one point was the best defend team in the game. It isn't anymore, but some people still use it, as you can see. What do we do about it? What do we do? It's not really worth casting here. So, yellow is probably our best bet, but there's no way to take it. I guess blue surge is fine. So we'll do that. Oh, of course it doesn't surge. We can take yellow and then it bleeds into the other one. We'll take it this way just so he doesn't get anything. And I guess we throw our weapon. We can get quite a bit of red. Should be an extra turn. That should align our other weapon as well to be an extra turn most likely. So we'll do that right over there. Get all the manas that we need. Okay. Brown to skull. I would feel like that would work here. It doesn't seem like it does. So we'll move that over. Now we have brown to red, so we will go for that because it feeds all of his mana back. And now he gets yet another summon. Did he really get a 40% devour into his 50% summon into the 25% summon? Good job. Yeah, it's just one of those days. Okay. What do we do here? I guess we throw in Furnace, actually. Because our hero still has barrier somehow from the starting barrier. And still hasn't lost it. We could take a double yellow here and try for the reds over there. Quillin does not have alignment, I don't think. I don't see it anywhere. Skull's not really worth it because he might just agile it, so we're just going to go for the reds here and try for Infernus. And we do indeed land it. Okay, we get double red as well. That's full mana for him. Ideally, I'd want to cast this right now, though. I don't think we have it, though, or at least not on the extra turn, so we'll move that first. Still no extra turn, move that. Get a free hit, and he does die out. That's good. Now we throw in Furnace. That better kill Forest Guardian or we're in trouble. It should. Yeah, even if it just hits both the sides, it still is enough damage due to adjacent damage. And we do have alignment, so that's matched. We won. There we go. Well then. That went a lot worse than it needs. I think we still have one more battle, right? Yes, one more battle. No, two more battles. Wait, one, two, yeah, two more battles. Okay, we just have Egg Team. That should be fine. You think you're getting I can't even speak. You think you're getting anxiety from watching me. Because of our bad luck. That's funny. It happens sometimes. I don't mind. But I am glad it's getting nerfed at least. Perfect timing for us to show how awful it is right before it gets nerfed. Okay, what do we take here? Do we go for Infernus? If we don't have alignment on Quillin, I think the answer is yes. And I don't have a drop for that either. And we do not have Quillin. We could also go for this if we wanted to. Throw it right in the middle there. I don't think that's going to extra turn, so I'm just going to go for the Infernus here. So, alignment. Do we have it? Well, we have 4 yellows there. It's probably best to go for that now. Divinish Bala doesn't... neither of them directly have alignment, so we'll go and put that right there. It gives us all the red we need. Hopefully enough red to align something as well. And yeah, that's match. We just throw that down. We'll get poked a few times. We'll just take one. Another bandit, of course. At least it didn't troll us this battle. And down it goes. You lost that battle to Egg Thief summoning a bunch of eggs. Yeah, if you're using single target stuff, Egg Thief can basically live forever. Because you have to keep killing every single egg before you can kill Egg Thief. It can get really annoying. So we have Mana Drain to deal with here. He can't drain us on his first skull as long as we still have Barrier. But every skull after that, he will be able to drain our hero. So easiest way around that is just don't focus on hero mana. As he gets mana, fail. Okay, there goes all of our yellows. Not too big a deal. Let's grab that. Skull, do we take it? I guess so. We do triple damage to burning, so that will one-shot him. That's the whole point of why we're even using Dragon Guard in the first place. Is we basically get to one-shot everything with skulls. Alright, we'll go for blue here. Now that's dead, we can start taking mana on it without needing to worry about it getting drained. Easily one-shot again. Grab like a yellow all the way to the side there. Actually, do we have Qilin? Because we can just double one-shot him. Even if it's just a skull drop into a skull drop, we won. Unfortunately, there's no extra turn there, so we'll take that for now. Do we still go for it, though? It's tempting. Because we don't have enough yellow to land anything else. He isn't really going to hit us that hard with anything. As long as he doesn't kill hero, it's fine, so we'll go for it. Maybe we'll randomly get a skull. Perfect. And then we win. Get a skull off the top and dead. And there we go. Curious what our score is with that one loss. I feel like it should be high. Yeah, over 8,000. We're keeping this team. It's pretty strong as long as we don't get trolled by the thing that's getting nerfed tomorrow. That or Dragon's Eyes. Dragon's Eyes can still be annoying. Spirit Foxes can still mess us up too. We did have one Spirit Fox from the final battle. But if every battle used Spirit Fox, eventually it would get a good enough combo that it would take us out. But there we go. And that seems to be every single battle within the guild. I think one person just has one battle left that they're probably doing right now. And that brings us to a total of about 250,000 or so for the week. Not horrible. Or for the day, I mean. Overall, it's unfortunately not going to be enough for first place. But we do end up moving back to Bracket 3. It's been ages since we've been in Bracket 2 and 1. But we are slowly working our ways back. Ever so slowly. But, yeah, we'll be back in Bracket 3, so we've been kind of stuck in 4 and 5 for a while just because the guild keeps missing a person. It feels like every single Guild War week, which makes it really hard to make first or second or third in a given bracket. But, yeah, we're finally heading our way back up slowly. But, yeah, I highly doubt anything else is going to pass us in that time. And it's impossible for this guild to beat us out. Even if they got like 9,600 for every person remaining, it would not be enough points. So we guarantee get our 100% extremely overpowered EXP rate for an entire month. So we can start using that this next month to try to level up our hero if we want to. Because we will have that 100% bonus for an entire month now. Where'd it go? That one right there. We don't currently have it because we lost yesterday's Guild War. But we'll have it. If you win the last Guild War, I don't know why it's still set up like this. But if you win the last Guild War battle, you will have 100% bonus EXP for an entire month. Normally, it's supposed to only last every day, but because there's no Guild War between the final Guild War and when Guild War starts back up, in the current state of the game, it just gives you 100% EXP bonus for an entire month, which is insanely overpowered. And all you have to do is win your final Guild War battle of the week, every single Guild War week. And luckily, we'll be winning ours, which is kind of weird. But yeah, basically half the game has 100% EXP bonus every month, and the other half doesn't. It's kind of weird. But anyways. Next order of business is we still have the Vault event. Vault event is still going on for another 5 hours or so. So yeah, good time to go and still keep farming for gnomes. So that's exactly what we're going to be doing. I've hit 8 Vault keys so far. I accidentally opened one of them off stream, so let me go do that now. Open one of my Vault keys just to go and see more loot, because why not? I didn't get anything good off it earlier. It was just a green orb and some other useless stuff. I forget exactly what it was. As far as the other useless stuff, wasn't anything relevant. But we will go open one real quick since we did get one. And yeah, so we only need 2 more if I want to reach the arbitrary goal of 10 for the week. So we'll be trying to aim for that right now. I don't know if we're going to go all the way, but we'll at least attempt it. At least if nothing else, I want to try getting at least 1 marquee. If nothing else. Oh, kill that out. Oh, why am I using this team? This is not the team you're supposed to use for this, fail. I just have a habit of clicking on key team because it delves. And PvP. Oh, 15 event keys. It's the first time I got that this week. It's not horrible, though I don't really need event keys to go into my infinite event key pile. We're going to have like 1,850 or something by Monday. That pile just keeps getting bigger and bigger. I need the gem key stack to be bigger, not the event key one. But anyways, still nice. So, next order of business. Let's go back to the grind. Need to go find more gnomes. Not with that team, but with a normal farming team. Only reason I'm specifically in Sword's Edge is because of the trait stones I currently need. Also, how many times over did we complete the event? We've completed the event 4 times over. Pretty sure some people have done it over 10 times over. Too bad it gives you no extra loot, though. You don't know how the bracket system works? For most brackets, the way that it works, if you are bracket 4 or below, it's either 5 or below or 4 or below. But if you're 4 or 5 bracket or below, which is like 95% of the game, probably even more, if you're in that bracket range, the way that the bracket system works is if you make first place, you move up by 2. If you make second or third, you move up by 1. If you make dead last, you move down by 2. And if you make second to last or third to last, you move down by 1. The only exceptions to this is if your guild is an extremely low guild, it will move by multiple brackets and has some kind of completely different system for that. And the only other time it's slightly different is for the top 3 brackets or the top 4 brackets. The movement for them is just ever so slightly different than all the other brackets. Okay, we'll take our firebomb down. Oh, wait. Oh, okay, never mind. For a second, I thought I was using the incorrect team again. It's just that we did, like, no damage because they have such high durability. For a second, I thought I was using key team again. 2 fails in a row, no. I wasn't actually doing that, though. But anyways, let's go get a split. Also, we'll have the first event key either when we gain a level or when we gain our first vault key, either or. And by level, I mean class level, because that should come quicker than the hero level. I have no clue how much more we need for the class level, though. Should be pretty much right on top of the next one, I believe. Yeah, we'll find out any minute now. Yeah, no problem. Okay, first gnome of the stream. Please be Volky. You know you want to. We need 2 more. Show us the Volkies. Well, at least he dropped 5,000 souls. I feel like that's the first 5,000 souls we even got from him this week. He just does not want to drop a lot of souls. He keeps dropping 1,000 or 2,500, mostly 1,000. Glory Gnome has been giving us plenty of thousands, but he hasn't been giving his best drop that often. Well, best drop is technically his Vault Key, but you know what I mean. The best drop that isn't a Vault Key. Technically, every gnome's best drop is Vault Key. But also, don't forget, other than this event that you still have for another 5 hours if you want to still do some last-minute grinding, you can still get Quillin. Quillin is still in event keys for like 5 more hours as well, if you still want to go get him. Really great troop to have. If nothing else, you at least want to try for Yagwe. Highly advised to own Yagwe and Quillin before the end of this week. They're both really good, particularly Yagwe, but Quillin's still decent too. Divine Ishbala plus Quillin's probably going to be used in some kind of really meta team in the near future. And there's decent stuff that you could already do with it now. I'm just not sure if it's the absolute quickest option, because it takes a little while to get going. Once it gets going, it's pretty nice. I think what we really need for it to get perfect is a hero class that does triple damage to burning that also has half mana start. If we could get that, then it's going to be a lot better of a combo. Problem is that currently doesn't exist. Yeah, Quillin's still usable without Divine Ishbala, but there are pretty much the best combo, or one of the better combos that you can run with it. What was your question? I saw you ask something on the forum. I forgot what it was already. I did look at it. I didn't actually remember what your question is off the top of my head. Let me see. What was it? Let's see. Oh yeah, the moderator thing? Didn't I make you a moderator in the past and you end up abusing it? I'm pretty sure you did. I think that's one of the only reasons you're not currently a moderator. Forget. But yeah, when I need more moderators, I guess we'll just go and try picking some more moderators. You are normally here, so. Oh wait, was there a different question? What was your other question then? But yeah, I still need to go through all the moderators that I have on here and probably try finding new ones. Because about a third of them don't really even watch anymore. Let's see, we'll get that down. Oh yeah, I was probably thinking of someone else. But yeah, I don't see why not. As long as you don't abuse it. There we go. Yeah, I still need to go. Thanks for reminding me, though. I do need to go through all my moderators later and just kind of see which ones are still around and aren't. Okay. Get another firebomb down. Get our Sunbird. Take our Browns down. Clear that out. And we're good to go. Yeah, there's not really much of a requirement for moderators for the most part. Whenever I need them, it's pretty easy just to make people moderators. As long as people don't really abuse it, I don't really mind. As long as they're here and they don't abuse it. Let's see. Acer? I think I got your name right? Acer. Pretty sure it's Acer. I'm not sure if I'll keep remembering that, but it should be Acer. Okay, we'll grab our red there. Get our splits, and dead. There we go, I got it right. Remembered it for once. There we go. But yeah, if anyone else has any other questions or anything you want me to go over, let me know. We'll make sure to do so. Otherwise, mainly just getting our last bit of gnome grind in, and I advise you to do the same if you still have some free time. There's a lot of loot still to be gained. It still has the full effect of Vault event right now, so not any less than it normally would be. Could easily farm a few event keys between now and, a few vault keys between now and reset time, if you have all that time free. Depending on time zone, you might. I know if you're in like the American areas or Europe areas, you probably don't. Europe is like the middle of the night, and America is about to be night very soon. You're always watching, you don't speak much. Yeah, that's fine. And thanks for that. Yeah, I know. We normally have a lot of people watching normally. Only about like 25% of people even really speak. And that's fine. No one is obligated to. How do I feel about the upcoming Adana Mythic? It looks pretty nice. Might finally make mechs good again. But then again, were mechs really ever good? I guess there was that one Bombot team, but that's about it. As far as mechs being good. I feel like Adana in general just needs a complete overhaul. There's a lot of lack of synergy there. Hello, Questor. Welcome. Which hero class did you use for Guild Wars? There is Useless Priest, yellow buff. Oh, no. I ended up using Dragon Guard because we ended up running a triple burning skull spam team. It did end up losing once, but that's just because we got trolled by 50% summon, which is actually being nerfed tomorrow to 35%. But, that and Dragon's Eye ended up trolling us some. But, yeah, we ended up using this team right over here. Oh no, the dreaded take forever to load screen. Oh no, there we go. Went pretty quick that time. But we use this team, and it's probably going to be the new team I keep. I even used a small blue orb to go and get it upgraded finally. Oops, that's not what I want. Yellow Guild War. This is what we end up changing to. Sky Hero, if you own the weapon. Followed by Quillin, Divine Ishbala combo, and Infernus. You technically don't need Sky Hero here. But there aren't too many options that work there. Sky Hero, there's rope dart, and there has to be some kind of other yellow weapon that would fit there. Probably some kind of yellow-green. But unfortunately, you can't use Mountain Crusher there because it's yellow day. But yeah, this is what we ended up rolling with, and it worked really well. You run Dragon Guard because you get triple damage onto skulls. You start with Barrier, you have 40% score reduction, so it's not going to die. You even have 20% extra damage for your armor. Quillin is here for the Convert into the Divine Ishbala, also having Convert, as well as giving everything on this team 40% mana start except for Hero. And Infernus is just here to burn, so that we have a burn option, as well as a storm option. He creates us our red storm that we need, and a burn for the hero that does triple damage to burning, so that we can just one-shot or two-shot everything. And then we just skull spam and basically wipe out an entire team, assuming they do not have immune to burn. And even if they do, as long as the entire team doesn't have immune to burn, it still gets it down. And even if they do have immune to burn, it still does quite a bit of damage. We even killed out Gorgolfa, which has immune to burn and 75% reduction, and it still died at about the same speed. Did take a little bit longer, but it still worked out. And if we didn't get trolled on the one battle, it seemed like it was on path for 9,500. Could have possibly even gotten higher if we get really lucky on a given week with it. So it will be our new team for now, and we'll test it next Guild Wars and see how it performs. As long as they don't have Entangle, I don't really see it being an issue. And even if they do, Quillin does Bless. So if it randomly blesses first slot with its 2 blesses, which is about 50% chance, then we would pretty much be good to go if it does. You want with Quillin, Divine Ishbala, Dawnbringer, and Gravekeeper? What does Gravekeeper do again? Green to purple. Yeah, that could work. Divine Ishbala would need... wait. But you deny out Divine Ishbala's green, though. How exactly does that work? Because you're doing Gravekeeper. That gives you Divine Ishbala's purple, but you're denying out her green that she needs in order to create yellow for your Quillin. And you're not going to have enough on the board, most likely, after him casting. There's probably only going to be a few left. I feel like there's a slight conflict between those two, because they're both using green. And the thing that you're using to feed Divine Ishbala is getting countered immediately from feeding it by using Grave. Still seems like it would work, though. It would definitely be a quick start. I just feel like, unless you have skull alignment, it's going to reach a dead end, because you're getting rid of one of her 2 alignment options that she has. Yeah, Hero in first does feel like blocking mana, but it does mana generate, so it doesn't actually matter if it's blocking mana. Oh! We got a Volkey! We only need one more. And I did say we'd give out a redeem code when we found one. But we just need one more Volkey now, until we hit 10. But let's go claim our loot for this. Hopefully a good one. So far, Vault Keys have been okay. The only good drops we've gotten so far is the 15 event keys we just got, and 1 Vault Key. I mean, the one 250 gem drop that we got at the end of yesterday's stream. So that's it. Every other drop has been pretty underwhelming so far for Gnomes this week. I did get Cedric and stuff, but obviously we don't need Cedric. Normally that'd be a good drop if you didn't already have him, but it isn't one to us. Oh no, don't be a green orb again. Also... all 3, actually I got a screenshot that, that's funny. I've never actually seen all 3 of the side gnomes do the exact same drop before. It's the same exact useless drop, but yeah, 2,500 gold across the line for all 3 of them. Let's see what this orb is. Please don't be a green again like earlier. Ooh, that was the blue orb that we just used for Quillin, so we just got it refunded. Very nice. Okay, well, that saved us 1 blue orb. It's like we didn't even use it. Perfect. Well, let's keep grinding. I need 1 more Volkey. Oh, let me go give out a code. So, should we keep streaming till we get 1 Volkey? I kind of want to say yes, but 1 Volkey could literally take like 5 hours. We'll see. We'll try for like another hero level or 2 and see where that brings us. Yeah, we're 9 key total so far this weekend. 1 more will bring it to the goal of 10. Oh, oops, what am I doing? Let me give out code. Where'd it go? Edit, mark it so we know we used it. Mark it, copy it, save it, put it into the redeem code section, boom and boom. Backspace, put that right there, paste the entire thing, copy. All good, and there you guys go. There's the redeem code. Use it on gemsofwar.com underneath the game code section. Your invite code is found underneath your settings menu, whatever your game says there. Redeem code's right over there. Just copy paste the random numbers or letters or type them out right over there in chat. And gives the same reward as always: 2 treasure maps, 1 gem key, 2,500 gold. And that's it. Wait, what does it say? 2 treasure maps, 1 gem key, 2,500 gold. That's what it gives. Same as always. And it works on every platform except for PS4 and Xbox One. And every other platform it works on. Try trolling Zhejian. No, we're not going to go to Zhejian. Zhejian is like 50% goblins, 50% gnomes. And by gnomes, I mean fake gnomes, not even real gnomes. Okay, we'll take our red there. Grab our hit. Get our splits. Infinite looting. There we go. Okay, get our explosion again. If it'll ever go. All the mana we need, dead. What would you use if you don't have Infernus? With Quillin? You can use any mana generator that does a lot of yellow. Are you talking about on a color Guild War day or just in general? If just in general, something like Queen of Ur or Mercy or Possessed King would work out pretty well with it. Basically anything that mana generates would be good. Particularly ones that could mana generate off of skulls. Like Possessed King and stuff. That doesn't have to be that. You could just go with a quick option like Mercy. Oh, also you can use Bunny. I forgot about that. You could use the new Bunny that came out. The team can literally just be Mountain Crusher, Divine Ishbala. Oh, sorry, wrong order. Mountain Crusher with pretty much any hero class you want to level. Ideally Titan, but it could be literally any of them. Mountain Crusher, Quillin, Divine Ishbala, and the Bunny. The, I forget what the Bunny's called. You know what I'm talking about. The Glory Troop that's still available. Also, don't forget to get a Bunny if you haven't already. It doesn't take that long at all to get 400 Glory, and it's a really good troop still. Whoa! We did it! We're done! We're done! We did it! Well then, that was some decent luck all of a sudden. Unfortunately, it was off a Glory Gnome, but hey, better than nothing. So yeah, Valky, we did it. We hit 10. We hit our goal of 10 Valkies, barely, somehow. Okay, well, let's go grab our reds there. I didn't hit my goal of hitting hero class to level 100, but I'm not really in any rush to get them up. If we get there, we get there. Okay, so we got this orb. Again. We did get a blue off the previous. Useless orange to go with our useless green that we got earlier. Oh well, at least we got one blue. Though we did not get any major blues this week, and we also didn't get any that were purple. We didn't get any smaller purple nor bigger purple. Oh yeah, this is just the redeem code from earlier. Same loot as always. True treasure maps, 1 gem key, 2,500 gold. Did we have a task? Oh, we got a task to go open a gem key too. Perfect. Let's go do that right now. Come on, good loot. Oh, it's just a runic, but we get 5 gems for doing that off the key we got for free anyways, so that works. Well, let's keep grinding a little bit. Oh, wrong kingdom. Actually, how far we are in Sword's Edge? I've been probably doing it enough that we almost hit 300 by now. Almost 289. Let's see. So we only have 3 colors now that are not 300 plus. We're really close. We have let's see, where are they hiding? We have brown purple. We have pure red, oddly enough. And we have the one we're currently working on, yellow blue. Those are the only 3 trait stones that we have below 300. Those are the 3 we're currently working on. So let's go to Sword's Edge. I guess we could technically do Leonis Empire. There's really no huge difference with them. So either or is pretty much fine. Do you know the UK conversions for Patreon pledges? That I do not. Also, thanks for reminding me. I do still need to rework my Patreon page too. It's a little bit outdated, like the packages and everything on there. But I am going to be transferring that over to YouTube soon. the whole Patreon thingy. I'm still going to keep my Patreon page up for people that do want to give it, but I am going to be integrating it to YouTube soon. But still, if you want to pledge anything, still helps. I just do not know the conversion rate. That I do not know. Let's see. Also, when you say conversion rate, do you mean in euros? Because if you don't want to have to convert it, you could always just send it through PayPal if you want. And then you don't even need to convert it. Because I do try collecting euros, because it's a lot cheaper for me to use euros on something than it is for me to convert US dollars to euros. But yeah, PayPal's the only thing I have, I believe, that would accept euros. I'm pretty sure. And that's in the description. Let's see. Like that. Or at least when I say accept euros, I mean without actually converting it. And it's cheaper for both sides that way. Let's see. Divinia, squishy, but hopefully you win before it dies. Oh yeah, putting Divinia in first slot, or even up front in generals, anything that has absolutely no skull mitigation tends to die out pretty quickly in first slot when you're doing like normal PvP battles, especially if you're doing delves or something. What's the latest news? The latest news is Bandit Summon's finally getting nerfed. We had a funny instance of that this stream, but they are finally nerfing it to 35% starting tomorrow. Other than that, we're getting a new hero class this Friday. That's going to be a Urska. It should be the tankiest hero class ever to be introduced to the game. So that's going to be pretty nice. It has barrier on basically everything, plus it has 40% scar reduction. It's going to be an okay hero class. I don't think it's going to be too over the top. But it does have the highest tank ability that any hero class will likely ever have. It'll be pretty hard to top it. But yeah, that aspect of it will make it pretty nice at least. Though generally being really tanky doesn't help you win the battle quicker. It'll just help you win the battle. So it might not get used for too much. Maybe Guild Wars and that's about it. I'm pretty sure there's some kind of weird 4x Urska team that's going to start getting ran for some kind of Guild War day now that that hero class is out. We'll just have to see, but we won't know that till like another month when Guild Wars comes back around. It's going to be like, the hero class is almost going to be irrelevant by the time it actually becomes useful, which is going to be kind of funny. Because you're probably not going to use it for PvP, it's too slow. You're probably not going to use it for delves because Titan is better. And, excuse me. Well, actually, I shouldn't say that. It does have one advantage over Titan. It gets to both start with barrier and have barrier every round. Plus, it has options to barrier allies instead of just selfishly taking all the barrier for itself. So I shouldn't say that. It actually does have potential to be better than Titan. The only problem is it doesn't have half mana start. There is a Urska troop that does give half mana start to all allies, but you wouldn't always be able to use that. Also, you'd have to waste an entire slot just to do that. Whereas, of course, Titan does it on his own without wasting a slot. Yeah, Colored Guild Wars, I feel like, is his biggest purpose. The new hero class coming out next Friday. Colored Guild Wars, and maybe ever so occasionally in Delves and Tower of Doom. But it's mainly going to be Colored Guild Wars. It's probably going to be its biggest purpose. The new hero class next Friday. We're also getting a new pet on Wednesday. It's useless, though. It's Primal. Primal only works on the imps, and there's not a single team you would ever use that would use multiple imps. The imps don't really synergize with each other. So I'm not really sure why we're getting that pet, but we're getting that pet. It's basically cosmetic because of how useless the actual bonus is on it. But it's still technically a new pet. That technically isn't cosmetic, even though it essentially is. But then again, almost aren't all pets cosmetic. Even if they aren't necessarily cosmetic, their bonuses are normally so trivial that very, very rarely is one relevant. What we really need is like a Daemon pet and, you know, all like the really big types that don't currently have one. If I'm not mistaken, Giants don't even have one yet either. That would obviously be really strong given how good Titan is, as well as various 4x Giant teams. But yeah, we don't even have a Giant pet yet. We got one for Stormheim, but we don't have one for Giant. If anyone else has any other questions, feel free to leave it in chat. Oh yeah, I probably should try pushing for more likes. I hate having to like ask for likes though. There's some kind of automatic thing I've been meaning to set up for. I should probably do that already. Just so I don't have to say it, and so that's still integrated in a way that isn't super annoying. I have had the graphics for ages. I actually commissioned it like a little over a year ago. I just haven't really bothered implementing them. There's also some tweaks I need to do to it myself, instead of having to pay someone else for it. But like the initial art, I of course have to, because I can't draw at all. But yeah, most streams only reach like 20 to 30 likes. And most of the better videos only end up reaching like 100. And the weekly video thing every Monday, I think, normally reaches like 50 to 75 or so. It's not too big a deal. Yeah, we just got 3 more. Yeah, it's not normally too big a deal. Very rarely do I like care about it. And this is like a video I spend like a huge amount of time on. Let's see, we'll go get that done. Hello, Jose, welcome. Yeah, does anyone else have any other questions before we start wrapping up for tonight? Because we reached basically all the goals. The only goal I didn't reach, though it's not too big a deal, is reaching Definite level 100. Well, I guess technically we also didn't reach 300 of each base, but we could easily get both those two done, or start working towards them a bit more next week. But, yeah, Definite's almost there. The main goal that we wanted, though, was, of course, during the Vault event specifically, and that was to get 10 Vault Keys, and we did indeed do 10 Vault Keys now. We just finished the last one, like 10 minutes ago, so we finally got that done. Let's see. Let's see. Your husband's a freelance artist. If you need work done, go to... Okay, sure, I'll go check the art thing. Though, depending on pricing, I might need to go get someone cheaper. Because normally I pay for by the piece rather than by hour. And normally the amount I pay for stuff is like less than minimum wage. Like the amount of money I normally... The price range of which I buy stuff in is normally below minimum wage. So, if he's working at even minimum wage, he'd be too expensive for me, unfortunately. Because I always commission based on pieces rather than time. Okay, we'll go and destroy all that. Grab a scar right there. Get our sunbird, and there we go. You should get a Discord chat for when you incorporate Patreon into YouTube. The only problem with that is I almost never use Patreon. I mean, I almost never use Discord, I mean. Like, you may not be able to tell from my streams, but I absolutely hate talking with people. I know that seems like super strange, given that like we literally do that every single night. But like when I'm just in my free time, I don't actually enjoy like chatting. It's really weird. I'm way too much of an introvert for that. Like that's probably like super strange, given that that's like exactly what we do every single day. But it's not like what I do in my free time normally. Okay, we'll take our blue over, grab our firebomb down. Okay, Daryl, I'll go check it out later. I'm not sure if I'll going to inquire on that immediately, but once I start setting up everything for like when I might need YouTube icons and stuff like that, I'll probably check in for that. Because anything on the artistic side, I cannot draw at all. I can do something graphical design-wise, but as far as like actual drawing stuff, that I cannot do. At least not in any way that would be visually presentable. Because it would be so bad-looking. Oh, thank you, Zach. Greatly appreciated. Ooh, you just got back-to-back vault keys. Super lucky. Very nice. Yeah, our luck was pretty bad today. Though we did get 2 vault keys almost back-to-back, so I guess that's somewhat made up for it. Also, we got the blue orb to go into our Quillin. So that was probably the best thing that happened all stream, actually. Getting the free orb to max out Quillin was pretty handy, since we didn't actually technically waste the blue orb, since we immediately got one pretty much right after. But anyways, guys, anyone have any other questions before we end out for now? Don't forget, this event's still going on for like another almost 5 hours, so if you still have some free time, do go and grind it, because it is worth it. You can still end up pulling more orbs like that blue and event keys and gems and all that good stuff. Also, Quillin is still in the drop table for about another 5 hours. So is the bunny if you somehow didn't get a copy of it yet, or if you needed more copies of it, because green-purple is really good. There's a lot of good empowered. So that's the bunny I was talking about, the moon rabbit. He's still available for 400 glory. He's super easy to obtain. Great arcane traits done as well. A lot of stuff use green-purple. Kraken and every single green-purple that has empowered are the most noteworthy things to use that on. There's a few other options as well. Let's see what other things. I believe there's something important in Soulforge right now. Isn't Furnace craftable or something? I think there's like some kind of thing that's craftable right now. You'd probably already know if you would have had enough to craft something or not by now, though. But it is Diamond Day, so you could get some more diamonds off of that. I believe Furnace was this week. I know something was good this week. We'll get to see tomorrow what exactly we have for the following week. Let's see, what do we have in Soulforge? It's still available for a few more hours. There's Queen Titania and Furnace, and technically Grim if you already have a lot of stuff. Queen Titania is a good early game into mid game into late game. It has one of the highest damage outputs in the game because of Fairy Fire into a decent AoE that can extra turn. Both of them can extra turn. And Furnace is generally the first thing you ever craft. It's just a good, well-rounded damage source that just works in pretty much everything. And Grim is basically exclusively a purple Guild War Day, though depending on what dragons get introduced in the future, it could potentially be used with 4 times dragon. Biggest thing holding it back is there's, oddly enough, no dragon that is burning to 4 times enemy efficiently. Demonstraxia is the closest one, but Demonstraxia is 75% chance instead of 100, which makes it really inconsistent, because 25% of the time it completely fails you, which is way too often. It would have to be 100% in order for it to not be as annoying. But yeah, those things are still craftable for a few more hours. Let's see. Oh wait, there's stuff under unowned? What's under unowned right now? Let's see, unowned. What were you referring to with unowned? I don't see anything currently. There's no weapons, and there's just the normal stuff. The 2 Dooms we haven't had yet, and Zugoff, which we almost have enough to craft Zugoff. We're 1 power orb away from theoretically being able to craft Zugoff. Even when I have the resources, I'm not going to do it immediately, but we are very, very close. He takes so long to craft. He's been available for, what, a little over a year now, and I still do not have all the resources to craft them. Actually, I need to go double check when he exactly released. I want to know the exact amount of time that it took us to be able to get it, but I believe it was a little over a year. It's going to be like a year and 2 months or a year and 3 months is about how long it's going to take for us to go from no orbs to owning Zugoff. Yeah, any other questions anyone mentioned or that I missed? Let's see. How you can tell you get all the weapons in the game? Oh yeah, you can just click on owned. That's what you're referring to with that. I read it in wrong order. But yeah, you just click on owned, and it tells you all of the ones that you don't own for weapons and troops, and wherever you click. Same as pets. If you happen to not have any that you don't own, it'll show any pets. So, for example, I haven't maxed out Warrens because I'm camping Warrens for shards. So it shows I don't own the Hare Plane. It's the only pet I don't own. It's because I'm deliberately not owning it. But, yeah, if you do this for any of the pages, it will just show you what you don't currently own. And that will work for troop, weapon, and pet page. All 3 of those it'll work for. But anyways, guys, I'm going to be heading out for now. Thank you so much for stopping by. Leave a like if you enjoyed the stream. And, yeah, hope you have a wonderful week. We'll, of course, be covering the event video sometime tomorrow. We'll be going tomorrow night, same time as always, 1 hour prior to now tomorrow. And we'll be messing around with invasions as well as the 2 new troops that came in. They're mostly an early game troop. More so the one that came in for glory. And obviously the invasion troops mainly just could be used for invasions. But it seems like a really good invasion option. Should be a little bit easier of a week compared to normal. Other than that, new useless pet on Wednesday. New hero class on Friday. That's going to be the tankiest in the entire game. Which means we have no event on Thursday. And other than that, yeah, it's pretty much everything of relevance happening next week for the most part. Unless they spoil some stuff coming out next patch, which they might. We are getting to the point where we might start getting spoilers for next patch. Well, we'll have to see. Anyways, guys, thanks for stopping by. I'll catch you later. And goodbye, everyone.